Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is gonna be tips on how to self-teach yourself dance, and I'm gonna give a little bit of story of how I taught myself how to dance. I was self-taught for the first year and a half, maybe 2 years at push. I started dancing then, but I didn't go to any dance school. I didn't take any classes. It was all just from my bedroom. I want to share some tips to anyone who wants to start dance, but maybe their parents can't afford it. Maybe you are a bit older and you feel like you're too old to go into a dance class, so you want to learn at home. Or maybe your country or city's in lockdown and you've got nothing else to do, so you thought, I'm going to learn how to dance. Sometimes starting at home, it works out for the better. So yeah, let's start. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is technique. When you're starting out dance, if you're not going to go to a school or classes, technique is something that I wouldn't say to worry about. I'm not saying it isn't important. Technique is extremely important, but if you're self-teaching yourself, you're not going to know as a beginner what technique is and how to do technical exercises. But I think it's important to understand what style of dance you're looking into getting into, because I mean, for me, I wasn't interested in all styles of dance straight away. So I think you should figure out what style of dance you want to focus on first and then go from there with technique. My second tip is to simply just watch. I suggest that you watch some videos of the style that you're interested in and get inspired and see how people perform in that style and how people actually dance and move in that style, because that is one thing that really helped me. And if you think about it, the more you watch, the more you learn, and then you'll be shocked at how your body can pick up some of the movement that you've watched somebody else do. If you're interested in contemporary, I recommend Mother Dance Company, Canadian Dance Company, and I would say watch some like Travis Wall, some of his contemporary choreo. If you're interested in lyrical, I think Dance Moms it's really cliche, but they do really good lyrical pieces, in my opinion. And Autumn Miller, I think she does really good lyrical pieces. Of course, I have to add Autumn in there somewhere. For hip hop, I would say Twist and Pulse are amazing to go and watch, or Cookie's Dance Company. Also, it's kind of like hip hop commercial, but jazz funk. Hamilton Evans is a really good choreographer to look at for that style. And Brian Friedman. Brian Friedman you can look at for a few styles because he does quite a lot, but he's a good one. Modern jazz, I would say the Rockettes do some really good modern jazz pieces, and Autumn Miller is pretty much trained in modern jazz, but then she adds a contemporary twist onto it, which is it's like a new kind of modern style where contemporaries is combined with jazz, and that's what Autumn does. If you're interested in ballet, you literally could go on YouTube and type in ballet and you could watch Swan Lake, not the whole thing, but you know, like videos of Swan Lake, the Nutcracker, Cinderella, any ballet story. There will be some pieces on YouTube of those. You can learn so much from watching other people perform. You could even try and learn that choreography. It's going to be hard and you're probably not going to pick it up, but that's just it. It really does help. Like, I can't express that enough. It does help, and you feel inspired when you watch them, and it makes you want to become like them, and it wants you to get better. This also applies for like technique classes. So you literally on YouTube could search ballet technique class for beginners and follow, or just watch a technique class and see what it's like and see what they're working on. Like, there's different exercises and things like that. That'll really help. The third tip is improv. Now, this word for quite a lot of dancers, I don't know why, is really scary. Teachers say improv and everyone's like but it really is. When you're on your own and you have just music on, it's the best, in my opinion, it's the best way to bring out the best dancer in you, if that makes sense. One thing that I used to do all the time when I was teaching myself was improv. I was drawn to more lyrical contemporary styles than anything else, so I would put on my favourite slow kind of contemporary lyrical song and I would just dance in my bedroom, and I used to do this for hours. Strange because that's how I choreograph now. Like, I will play the song that I'm choreographing to and then improv to it and then take the best bits and then fill in the gaps, and there you go, you have a dance and it's raw and it comes from you. That's just how I choreograph. Now the fourth tip is stretch. This is one of those things that you either love it or you hate it. But if you want to be a dancer, it kind of has to be done. Stretching is really important, especially if you're a beginner. Go online and follow some stretch classes. I would say to maybe try and work on like your hamstrings and your back flexibility. I just found that when I started dancing in a dance school and at college, that hamstring and back flexibility were the most important things to have flexible, I don't know if that makes sense. There's some really good videos out there online that you could watch to stretch more. Anna McNulty, is that how you say her name? Here's her channel. She puts up some really good stretch routines for beginners and for advanced. KBM Talent Trick Tip Thursday, they are quite old, but that's literally what I used to live on when I was self-teaching myself dance. So I really recommend checking them out. You don't have to stretch every single day, but I would say to try and stretch almost every day, and if you want to break, maybe take like 1 day break where you don't stretch. But especially in the beginning when you maybe might not be that flexible, it's really important to get those muscles stretched, and I promise you, you will thank yourself later that you have stretched yourself into flexible legs and a flexible back. Because when you get into college and they say kick in a routine, if you can't kick up here, you're gonna hate kicks, I promise you. And I speak from experience with the left leg, that is bad. That is another thing as well. Stretch both sides. Don't find a good leg and keep that good leg. Stretch both sides, because that was a mistake that I made, and now I have a really good right leg and average left leg, which is, I'm grateful that it's average, but it's not as good as what I would like it to be. So yeah, those are pretty much 4 tips that I think could get you through teaching yourself dance. There's something quite nice about teaching yourself how to dance. It's one of those things that you see progression so fast, and that is so inspiring to see in yourself. And I promise you that if you start it and you want to do it more than anything, you will be absolutely amazed at what you can achieve in such a short amount of time. Also, I just want to say, if you are starting dance late, it's never too late to start, because whether you started when you were 2 or whether you started when you're 19, as long as you put the hard work in to be as good as everybody who started before you, there isn't a difference. As long as you're good enough to be in the industry at whatever age you want to be there, that's all that matters. So yeah, don't get yourself down just because you can't do something. It's a part for me that I will never ever forget, because I've never been that driven, and I used to say I want to do that, and I would work on that one thing until I had it, and it's just so amazing. If you are going to teach yourself how to dance, please let me know how it goes. I would love to see people who've progressed and people who are learning now and progressing. Yeah, I'm getting excited talking about it, as if people are gonna be like, oh wow, I'm gonna start. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. I'm gonna try and post more dance related things, because my dance videos like this and this and this one have done so well on my channel. So yeah, I want to do some more dance related things, and it's my biggest passion. So yeah, if you have any questions, ask me in the comments. I will definitely reply to everyone. Yeah, I hope you're having a good day. I hope if you're in lockdown, you're having a good time. I hope if you are starting dance that it's going well. Yeah, I hope that everyone's happy, and I will see you on Wednesday with the vlog.